Grammar might sound tricky, but it's just the rules that help words work together in Swedish. In this section, we'll break down nouns, articles, pronouns, and sentence patterns, so you can form simple Swedish sentences with ease. Step by step, you'll see how words fit together naturally, and you'll be surprised at how simple it can be. A noun is a word that names a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. Person. En lärare. En vän. Place. Ett hus. En stad. Thing. En bil. Ett bord. Idea. En tanke. Ett problem. Swedish nouns have articles for both indefinite and definite forms. En or ett is used for the indefinite, and the definite form is added as a suffix to the noun. Let's break it down with simple examples. In English we say a dog or an apple. In Swedish we use en or ett instead. But which one? En and ett are called articles, and every noun in Swedish has one. But unlike English, there's no magic rule to know if a noun is en or ett. This is something you learn over time. En, for common gender nouns. Use en with nouns that are common gender. These are typically people, animals, or things that are more commonly seen in the masculine or feminine category, though gender in Swedish is a bit different from English. Examples: en bok, en hund, en stol. Ett, for neuter gender nouns. Use ett with nouns that are neuter gender. These are typically things or objects. Examples: ett äpple, ett hus, ett bord. Quick tip: en is used more often than ett in everyday speech, and most people, animals, and things are en words. In English, we use the for definite nouns. The dog, the apple. In Swedish, there's no separate word for the. Instead, the definite article is added to the end of the noun as a suffix. Examples: en katt, katten. En bok, boken. Ett hus, huset. Ett bord, bordet. Here's a hack you can use. If you're not sure if it's en or ett, check its definite form. The version. The last letters usually give it away. En would be en, and et would be ett. Example: hund, hunden. The definite form ends with en, hunden. So in this case, the indefinite form would be en hund. Bord, bordet. The definite form ends with ett, bordet. So in this case, the indefinite form would be ett bord. It's not perfect, but it works most of the time. In fact, 60% of the time it works, every time. When learning new vocabulary, always learn the word with its article. Swedish sentences usually follow a pattern that's similar to English. Subject, verb, and object. Just like in English, you start with who, then what they do, and then what it's about. Examples: jag studerar svenska. Subject, jag. Verb, studerar. Object, svenska. Hon dricker vatten. Subject, hon. Verb, dricker. Object, vatten. If you stick to subject, verb, object, you're off to a great start. Word ordering questions. To turn a statement into a question, we swap the verb and subject. Example. Jag är trött. Är jag trött? Pronouns. What's a pronoun? Pronouns are words we use instead of names, like I, you, he, she, they, them, and so on. Here are the Swedish subject pronouns. Jag, du, han, hon, den, det, vi, ni, det. Note that det is written as det, but often pronounced like dom in spoken Swedish. Example sentence. Han är min vän. Han, he, är, is, min vän, my friend. Notice how Swedish pronouns are straightforward. Just make sure you're using the right one for the subject. Verb agreement. In Swedish, verbs don't change much depending on who is doing the action. Unlike in English, Swedish keeps the same verb form for all pronouns. Example with the verb dansar. Jag dansar, du dansar, han, hon dansar, vi dansar, ni dansar, de dansar. Same goes for other common verbs. Jag pratar svenska. Hon pratar svenska. Pratar stays the same for all pronouns. Singular and plural in Swedish. In Swedish, nouns can be singular or plural. Singular means one. Plural means two or more. Examples. En katt, katter. En hund, hundar. En bok, böcker. Ett äpple, äpplen. As you can see, Swedish often adds an ending like AR, ER, OR, or just N. But don't worry about memorizing all these rules yet. The most important thing right now is simply recognizing when a word is one thing or many things. Examples in sentences. Jag har en katt. Jag har en katt. Jag har två katter. Jag har två katter. Jag köper en bok. Jag köper 3 böcker. With practice, plural forms will start to feel natural. Counting to 20 in Swedish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woohoo! Yay! Let's practice saying one thing and then more than one thing. Say the sentences out loud. Repeat after me. En katt. 2 katter. En hund. 2 hundar. En bok. 3 böcker.
Now try a full sentence. Jag har en katt. Jag har en katt. Jag har 2 katter. Jag har 2 katter. Notice how the word changes when we talk about more than one. Keep practicing by replacing the number with 3, 4, or 5. Using adjectives, describing people and things. Adjectives are words that describe someone or something. In Swedish, you often use the verb är with an adjective. The basic sentence structure is subject plus är plus adjective. Examples. Du är vacker. Han är smart. Hon är snäll. Jag är trött. Katten är liten. You can add words like väldigt to give more detail. Examples. Hon är vacker. Hon är väldigt vacker. Han är snäll. Han är jättesnäll. So with just a few words, you can already create many Swedish sentences. Mix the words from each column to create your own sentences. Try creating 5 new sentences out loud. For example, jag gillar musik. Du äter ett äpple. Han ser en katt. Vi har kaffe. De köper en bok. Great job! You're already speaking Swedish.